Hi, this is Tom Brennan. I'm a co-founder of the Green Garage in Detroit. We have a really high-performance energy building. It's in a historic building in downtown Detroit. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about our windows. The windows are really one of the most important and integral parts of our entire design because they affect so many things. And the windows that we have were designed to really meet a number of objectives. First of all, because we're on the National Register of Historic Places, our windows needed to meet the requirements of the Historic District Commission. So that was number one. So the appearance of it, the muttons and all that were a big part of it. The second thing was they needed to meet our energy efficiency standards, and a big part of that was their heat transfer rate. That is the rate at which heat either leaves the building in the winter or enters it in the summer. And that was what's called a U value for the windows, and we wanted our windows to be 0.25 or less. So that's a big part of it. The next part of it is in the summer, you may not be aware, but one of the main reasons why you need air conditioning in your space is due to what is called the solar heat gain. So we wanted our solar heat gain to be what is called quite low. So we wanted 80% of the near infrared or infrared rays that come in through the window to be blocked, so that heat remains outside in the summertime. And we were able to do, these windows have an 80%, they block 80% of the waves that actually create heat in the building. That had a 75%, that resulted in a 75% reduction in our cooling in the front of the building where we have all of our windows. So you want to be able to block those that light, and so that's what's called the low E coating on your window, blocks that. But this is a triple low E coating, and to do that, what that permits is what is called the visual transmittance, because what you want is you want the daylight to be able to come in the building while blocking the heat. So that's called your VT rating. The VT rating on these is 70%, which means while it blocks the heat rays, it allows 70% of the visual transmitting lights to come in. What that results in is a real nice natural lighting on the inside of your building, and we know that that actually reduces energy demands for lighting, but even more importantly has a great impact on health, because the studies have shown that natural lighting has a very, very positive effect on how people feel, both psychologically and then physically. So that gave you, those are just the requirements for the windows themselves, but then you actually have to install them in the wall system, and we created a 31-step process to be able to do that. And so you don't have any air infiltration in there, and you also have the structural value of the window. Probably a bit of an old style approach is, come on over here, but our windows, these windows are actually wood, and we painted them. There's some real positive things about that. First of all, the wood actually is a good insulator, so it actually prevents the transfer of heat and adds an improvement to that U value we talked about. It has a very natural look, and then we used a low VOC paint to paint that. The wood itself was FSC certified, which means that it was forested in a sustainable way and was certified to be so. So that just gives you, there are more aspects, but we have some very beautiful windows at the Green Garage with very high standards. So you have to partner with, well, where are you going to get these windows, Tom, that have all these requirements? And so We teamed with a local company, Kelly Windows, which is on Linwood in Detroit, and Jim and Sean did a fabulous job in helping us to make that very high specification window come to life. And I would say there's hardly a person that comes in the building that doesn't take a look at the windows and say, they're absolutely gorgeous. Take a look around at the windows, understand what an important part they play in making this a special place and making it one that is sustainable for the future.